is Allie Edwards, and I'm here today to introduce you to the One Little Word collection for 2021. Let's go ahead and dive right in and take a look at what we've got. Some of the things are the same, some of the things are different. We like to mix it up a little bit as we go along here. Let's start off with the album. This year we did a fairly neutral album. It's kind of a very light grayish with white polka dots there on the front, same size in terms of the 2.5-inch spine. This year we have included the page protectors along with the dividers. So the dividers this time are a very thin chipboard. A number of years ago we did chipboard and it was super thick. This is not like that. This is like just a car, maybe, I'm trying to think of what the weight is. It's heavier than cardstock, but it is not chipboard. How about that? These have black on the back of them, and it's obviously January through December there. And you could paint on the back, you could add photos on there, you could leave it as is. Lots of different options for that. So all the same configuration of page protectors along with the dividers included in the album this year. For those of you that might not want to tackle the project this time in this kind of an album, we've got a couple different options for you guys this year. The first option is a pleather folio. This is a white cream pleather folio, and it has the check mark on the inside. This is for those of you who may want to do a traveler's notebook, or you might want to work in this journal that I was going to talk about in just a minute. We've got there's a blank notebook that you can grab along with it, and we have these available I think in a couple different configurations. I think there's an option where you can get all of it together, that you can buy each piece separately. Love how this turned out. I think it's really nice, very pretty. So you could be doing your responses to the prompts each month in the workshop. If you're doing the workshop in here, that would be an easy way to do it. I know some people have really loved the freedom and creativity that can come from just working in a traveler's notebook, and they adapt the prompts to fit into this. So if this is you, this might be a really good option for you this year. The other thing that we have here and that can fit inside this folio as well is we took the journal that we've offered in the past, the last iteration of this product had a spiral bind on it, and now this is like a traveler's notebook, but this one has all of the printed pages on the inside. So it has the table of contents there, a spot to enter your one little word, and then it has blank pages in addition to prompt-based pages. Some of these are the same, and some of them have been adapted a little bit. If I remember correctly from the previous version, it's got the monthly self-portraits in there, the monthly intentions, and then it flows into each month, where for each month it has a page like this that has this month's goals, reflections and notes, this month's wins, and then it goes into some sort of a prompt. Now these prompts are not the same as what we do in the workshop. So for those of you that want a little bit more, you want to dive a little bit deeper, maybe you want to do this on your own, or you want to supplement what we're doing in the workshop, this might be a nice option for you. So there's like a bucket list for January, and then again, a couple extra pages here if you want to make notes. Use it as a bullet journal, that could be an option too. So here's February this month. Again, goals, reflections, notes, and this month's wins. And then February prompt talks about companion words. And then March has the interview prompt. Some of you guys might remember that one. April, talking about today I will, what's a small action I'm gonna take. May, let's see, fears, talking about fears. June is exploring different things. This is similar to what we do in January in the classroom, but it might be fun to dive a little bit deeper at another time during the year. Anyway, you guys get the idea here. An opportunity to kind of mix things up. I think really great for a companion to the classroom, or just as another way to approach this project. I also really like that we can have different ways that this project can be approach, just kind of like I said a second ago, and has a yearly reflection in the end too. But for some of you maybe that have been doing it in a binder all these years, maybe you want to switch it up, or if you want to try both, or maybe you've been doing it in this way and you want to go to the binder. Lots of different options. This then can fit right into the cover here, and I'll show you. This one has both of them inside. You can just move this around if you wanted to have the other one in there, or you can just have the journal in here as well. And you pretty much just find a center page, and then this slips right inside there, and then it can be inside the cover, and you can have other projects or other notebooks in here as well too. So love how that one turned out. I think that for me personally, I am going to put in a little more effort to utilize the journal this year in conjunction with the album. We'll see. I think I feel very interested in having that kind of explorative experience. So we'll see. Also related to that, I wanted to show you guys, this year we did create a set of those monthly pages that are in the journal that are available separately. So for those of you that are using the binder album and might want to slip these into 6x8 pocket pages in your album, that is an option here. So this is just January through December, and then it has a little bit of a light dot on the background. So for those of you that might want to use these in the actual album itself, these are available. You would want to grab some other full-size 6x8 page protectors if you wanted to put those inside the page protector themselves. Let's see, but you could also, another option too would be is that you could just punch holes and have those in there too, but they will fit inside the page protectors if you want to go that way. So just another thing that we made available this year. All right, let's move on and talk about the main kit. So let's take a look at what we have in the main kit this year. A couple things that you're going to see, we've added in some other kind of neutral tones. We've got a few more grays, and then also some like creams and beiges that we've included. So excuse me, it's not as strictly black and white as you might have seen in the past. We've also included the 3x4 and the 6x8 cards, so both of those are in here. These have the same sentiments if you've been around this project for a long time. Same sentiments as we've had in the past. If you're brand new, we follow a formula for some of the prompts in the workshop, and these represent that. So we've got the invite and the quote and the one word and the note to self and the define and the reason why, and what are the other ones here? We've got let go. This is often how we start this project. There's a few other ones included here too. Keep going, give thanks, never forget, just this, and I can. So you'll notice that these are all journal cards this time, so they all have space for writing on those. So we'll definitely be using those in the beginning of the workshop, and then there'll be other opportunities as well. We have cork shapes here. These are stars, hearts, and butterflies. They have adhesive on the back of them this time, which makes that super simple. We'll just go through the embellishments too. Awesome felt butterflies that have silver stitching on them. These turned out amazing. Butterflies have often been an icon that we've used in this workshop. I think that I love a lot of the like feeling that goes along with butterflies becoming themselves, right? And that's a lot of what we talk about in this workshop and in the journey of having a word, is how can we become most ourselves. And so that's one of the reasons why butterflies show up again and again. But the silver stitching on these looks amazing. So there's a bunch of different butterflies there. Love how those turn out. We do have a package of plastic pieces here. There's a few hearts. We've got two, looks like there's two of each one in there, 2 hearts, 2 stars, some ampersands, the larger scaled sized ones, plus signs, a couple more hearts, and then a couple ampersands in there as well. Great for focusing on that and space, right? Love that. Also, we have monthly fabric pieces here. These have each one of the months on them in a couple different shades here, May, February, November. These are fabric, so the words are actually stitched on there. June, January, obviously all 12 of the months represented there in those little fabric pieces. And then we have, let's move over here. We've got a set of chipboard hearts. These are well liked often by people in the community. I think the size is great for this project too, great for adding onto the photos, like when we do a photo-based prompt. Silver foil on these, for those of you, I know there's some of you out there that are just like want silver foil forever, and a variety of shades of the grays and blacks there as well. We included a couple different large scale wood veneer pieces. I can do this, making it happen. And then this one, I am powerful, beautiful, brilliant, and brave, which I think is just fantastic. And I love that one. I think that might be a really good kind of group mantra for all of us this year. I like the idea of that. For quote cards this year, or a little bit of something different, we decided to do quotes on top of vellum. So these are vellum based quotes that you can use in your album. You'll be able to see each of the different quotes. Some of them are from some other people, and some of them are ones that I have done. But okay, so there's 12 of these. They turn out really cool. I love the vellum. We haven't done vellum very often, but vellum is something that I always like working with. So I think these turn out really fun. Some of them, like I said, are ones that I just wrote, like embracing all the pieces of me as one big work in progress. And then other ones are quotes from like Van Gogh. Great things are done by a series of small things brought together. Walking with my word isn't always simple and easy, but I'm here for it and I will keep showing up. So we've got some sentiments like that. And here's courage, dear heart, another one of my favorites. There are stories hidden in the language we use, whether we are conscious of them or not. They tell the truth of our own hearts and minds. That's Cheryl Strayed. Listen, seek out, learn, ask questions, reflect, forgive, take action. That's me writing those. Attitude is the difference between an ordeal and an adventure. Remember that it doesn't need to be perfect in order to be pretty darn good. I will totally take that. Change is so totally possible. Make it happen one day at a time. Making time to learn about my word and the role it plays in my past, present, and future. So definitely some of these are very targeted to this experience of having a word. We are all cups constantly and quietly being filled. The trick is knowing how to tip ourselves over and let the beautiful stuff out. God, I love that one too. That could also be something that we could work on all together this year, the idea of how do we tip ourselves over and let the beautiful stuff out. That's amazing. And then this one says open to learn, open to understand, open to questions, open to discovery, open to the power of words working in my life. So I love how those turn out. Those are great. All right, then, like I said, we do have the 6x8 pages included this time. There have been some years where we've offered them separately. This year I really wanted them to be in the main kit just to simplify everything for people. These are all the same. These are what you need for January, for June, for December, and then also for our practice prompt. One thing too, for those of you that haven't heard yet, we are going to be making some changes to the One Little Word workshop this year. I've invited 8 fantastic, wholehearted women to join me this year as guest instructors. They will be taking some of the past prompts and making them their own, as well as bringing in some new prompts, and you'll get to meet all of them and learn more about them when the workshop goes on sale as well. And depending on when you're reading this, you may already know that that is available. So I personally am really looking forward to the infusion of other voices in this project. This is our 10-year anniversary of this workshop. So that means for the last 120 months, every single month for the last 10 years, I have come to the classroom, I've presented a prompt, and I am ready for the an infusion of other voices. So different people will be presenting prompts at different times. I will be presenting at least 4 of the prompts. We have a special guest that's going to be coming for one of them later in the year. And in addition to having our guests, we are also going to each month have a live video chat where the guest instructor and I have a conversation, where you'll probably be able to ask questions, and just where we'll be able to have a little more, personal interaction in terms of hearing people talk more about the prompt. So our goal here is to add a little bit more to the workshop and just give some different perspectives, because there's lots of different perspectives out there other than just mine. So thank you for trusting me, and thanks for showing up, and we're really excited to be doing this project again with you guys. So back to the product here, a couple other things. We did add washi tape this time. This is like a white and a gray stripe. Again, very neutral. We keep this kit fairly neutral on purpose so that you can add your own color into it. I always feel like some words lend themselves to different colors, and some people just have, associations with specific colors and specific words. So we're gonna continue to have a more neutral palette, but we tried to add in a few other things here as well. And then last up in the main kit is a set of tags, which I think these turned out awesome. So the tag set includes 3x8 tags. So there's 3 different ones here. This one says learning, so a great invitation, to talk about what you've been learning, thoughts on this journey. These are blank on the back. You could add a photo or something else. And then the other tags that are included in this set, there's just a simple one right there. This one says it's okay to grow slow. A couple different patterns. I can do this. Lessons learning. This is not easy, but I'm here for it all. More of this, please. Bring on the growth. Right now I feel, this one's just got space for some writing, the X's and O's, lots of self-love throughout the course of the workshop as well. All right, so that is a look at what is included in the main kit. Next up, I'm going to show you the stamps, and then we will talk about mini kit number 1 for 2021. In 2020, we changed how we offer many of the One Little Word products, and we are doing them in a mini kit offering. That's the way that we did it last year as well, and we're just going to continue on with that for this year, so you'll be able to take a look at that here in just a minute. Okay, next up, let's talk about stamps that we are offering with this release. Obviously, we've got a big alpha stamp here. For those of you that participate in Week in the Life, this is the font that we used for the Week in the Life cards and cards last year. And just a really fun font, a great one to be able to mix in with other alphabet stamps. We usually we've started offering 6x8 alphas with a lot of our releases. They are one of my favorite stamping products. I just feel like they're, excuse me, super universal, and you can come back to them again and again. All right, in addition to that one, we have a set of phrases here. This one has a lot of things like excuse me, journaling prompts, journal prompt based things for One Little Word. Learning this, my heart is hurting, making my word visible one day at a time, believing it's possible, my heart is bursting, I can do this, progress looks like this word, I am learning, I am listening, I am navigating, I am hoping, I am finding, I am giving, I am loving, I am thinking, I am feeling, I am embracing, I am missing, I am growing, I am making, I am understanding, I am giving myself permission, remembering how far I've come, the story of my word, grace on the journey, thankful for these memories, open hearts and open minds, and showing up and doing the work. So lots of sentiments that can be used for personal journaling in this project. We also have one that is a combination of shape-based sentiments. Small progress is still progress. Making time for what matters most. Words matter. This is what it looks like to be finding my way right now. Say yes, say no. I can do this. Love this word because. Honoring the beautiful messy pieces of in the process of being me. Love that one. And then learning here as well. Related to the words matter one, we also have a decal sticker, so you can stick this on all kinds of different things, windows, stuff like that. It just says words matter. That's also something that we have in the shop. And then we did a set of outline-based, most of these are ing words. Well, it's a mixture. So this word, my story, journey, learning, growing, finding, listening, giving, right, navigating, I am, making, loving, and right now. So the right and the now can come together. Lots of different ways that you can bring those together, and love the ing words again as a jumping off point for journaling, whether you're following along in the class or you are working on your own. So those are the 4 stamp sets that we have as part of the One Little Word collection this year. All right, and then last up, I want to show you what we have in the One Little Word mini kit number 1. The mini kits are set up where you can sign up for them at the beginning of the year. When you sign up for mini kit number 1, you are signing up for all 4 mini kits that are released quarterly throughout the year. You can skip the first one and you could start with the second one if we still have stock. This year, I think the numbers were just about right, and we were able to have enough quantity for everybody that wanted to participate in this way with these mini kits. Also, none of these things are a requirement for participating in the workshop. They are all here to supplement your journey, whether you're doing the workshop or you are doing it on your own, having a word and having some sort of relationship with a word throughout the year. The quarterly kits, the idea behind them is that you're getting a little infusion of product at different points throughout the year. Many of the products that are included align with the prompts that we are doing at different points during the year. So it's just a little bit of extra something great for any kind of personal documenting that you might be doing as well. So let's take a look at what's included in this first one. Take a look at what we've got included in the mini kit this time. We'll start off, each one of the kits is going to include a hand-drawn quote card or sentiment card with foil on it, I believe, or with some sort of special treatment. This one has the silver foil. This is one of my all-time personal favorite quotes that helped me through some very, very challenging times in my life. This is from Diane Ackerman, and it says, "I don't want to get to the end of my life and find that I've just lived the length of it. I want to have lived the width of it as well." Length and width, it's one of the things that I've continued to focus on in my life, and it's made a big difference for me in terms of how I approach living, and so definitely excited to have that sentiment included in the kit. So we've got that. Then we have, these are clear stickers with black type on them, a variety of different sentiments that make sense for this kind of storytelling. Every step is progress, slowly but surely, my story matters, working hard, keep trying, rise up, small changes, tomorrow is a new day, this matters. I always like this one because I really like being able to add them directly onto photos or on top of maybe something that you've painted. Collage works great when we do a vision board. These kind of things can be added on there as well. So the sticker sheet. And then we have a chipboard set here. You can see kind of going for some bright colors this year. Welcoming this word into my life right now, ready to begin again, less fear, more love, showing up and doing the work. There are years that ask questions and years that answer them. Finding grace in the middle of the journey, expressing myself and my intentions via images, making time for what matters most, and then the heart, the XO pattern on one of the circles there. This kit also includes a set of label stickers. These are 4 sheets of the yellow. These are my personal favorite label stickers. Like, I was so excited when I remembered that we did these in this kit. I love using them on top of photos. I use them in lots of different projects, but the bright and cheerful yellow is really nice. The mini kit also has a wood veneer word. This one says make it visible. Great for what our entire goal is with the workshop and with having a word, is looking for opportunities to make it visible. How can we do that throughout the course of the year? This kit also has these small fabric hexagons, super cute, adhesive on the back. Trusting myself, I can do it, my story matters, we can do hard things, worth it. And this one says start small on the pink one there. So fun little collection. We also have plastic hearts. Again, one of my personal favorites that I can use in all of my projects. We'll just kind of go through them here. Some have patterns and some are plain, with a variety of different things these are sentiment free, so you can add your own sentiments on them, layer them if you want. Just some cute, fun, bright patterns there. And then the stamp set that we have included with this one. So the mini kits all have kind of a similar collection of things that are the same. So they all will have a stamp set, they all have a chipboard, they all have a sticker sheet, and then the other, and they all have a card like this, and then the other pieces will be different in each one of the kits. But what we've got here on this one is we have numbers that are similar to the other stamp sets, right? Or this one with the outline, and that the outline is also what we're using on the cards this year for the titles for the cards. So we have note to self with a little checkbox here in the line, so you can make your own note to self cards if you wanted to, or add those into the traveler's notebook. We've got the numbers there. The 6 also acts as a 9 for those of you guys that might wonder that. And then 2 of the patterns that we're using in the in the kit, we've got the X's and O's, and then this fun kind of florally bursting floral pattern. So that's a look at mini kit number 1. Again, if you sign up for mini kit number 1, you are committing that you will get the rest of the mini kits for the year as well, and each one comes in its own cute little pouch that you can keep everything corralled in together. All right, that's a look at our One Little Word collection for 2021. Thanks so much for your time and checking this out. I hope that you check out the workshop this year and see all the new faces that we're bringing in. And I'm just really looking forward to saying goodbye to 2020, moving on into 2021, and seeing where our words can take us.